And the last out of the 4 main cups, the Crown Cup. It starts with another Mario Galaxy inspired level, being Cloud Top Cruise. I say Mario Galaxy because of the music and the cloud power-up, but it should be noted that the cloud aesthetic dates back to the early games in the franchise, and there's even an airship section because Mario 3 fans get like unlimited fan service that I've never seen for any other Mario game. Like seriously, it's kind of ridiculous, guys. I think the best part of this level is when you're in the thunderstorm with lightning cracking down on boost panels, and you have to time out whether or not you think the thunder will come down by the time you reach them. It looks way easier than it actually is, so take your ego and throw it in the trash can. Next up is Bone Dry Dunes, and yep, it's bone dry alright. And a desert, yeah, everyone hates this level. I don't think it's the spawn of Satan like some fans make it out to be, but it's certainly not a standout track. I think the lighting is probably the best part of it, but when that's the highest point of praise I can find here, we're certainly not talking about a winner, okay? Thankfully, we follow this up with Bowser's Castle, a tradition for Mario Kart games, and in my opinion, the best Bowser's Castle in the entire series. There's a lot going on here. Boulders, hallways with lasers, tight turns, a giant mechanical Bowser punching down, and so many other contraptions. It genuinely feels like a 2D Mario level's Bowser Castle converted to a racetrack, and it's a job well done.
And they followed it up with the worst track in the game.
Yeah, I know, I might get some people mad at me for this one, or maybe not. I don't know, maybe people agree with me. It's like fine, but it's so fine that it's boring. Now for reference, you really have to peep at the other Rainbow Roads in the series. The game right before this, Mario Kart 7, has what fans consider to be the best Rainbow Road in the franchise, where you ride on planets and eventually the moon. It was honestly exhilarating. Even looking back a bit further, Mario Kart Wii and Double Dash created tracks that required some genuine skill. So even if those weren't breathtaking in scope, it left a pretty distinct spot in our memories due to the sheer difficulty. Mario Kart 8's Rainbow Road has neither ambition or difficulty. It's just bad. So honestly, I do think the Crown Cup is the worst out of the 4 main cups. Again, the game is great, so it's all relative, but it is still disappointing nonetheless. Overall though, these are some absolutely amazing tracks. I think at most the highest general point of criticism is that these are a bit on the stereotypical side. There are a lot of general themes like water, clouds, and desert, and that's not anything too new to the franchise, but I do feel like we needed kind of one or more two outright ambitious tracks, something like Waluigi's Pinball or Mushroom City. But with that, I do want to address some prior criticism I got for a previous kart racing review, this being Pac-Man World Rally, since it's relevant to the point I'm bringing up here. My biggest issue with that game was that the tracks really had nothing to do with Pac-Man. People rightfully brought up, though, that Mario Kart tracks aren't always necessarily based around Mario games as well.
You mean you don't remember the Mario game where you tripped out at a rave?
So why do I give Mario Kart more of a pass, while I grilled Pac-Man for the same sort of problem? Well, I think Mario Kart tracks inherently work a bit better because they feel like, for the most part, levels that could easily be in a Mario game. Sunshine Airport feels like an extension of Mario Sunshine. In fact, where was it? Thwomp Room sort of feels like an exploration of a new Super Mario Bros. Level that I keep referencing. Sweet Sweet Canyon captures the spirit of Mario Galaxy,
and so does Cloud Top Cruise.
These are based on general stereotypes, but so are the main games. I mean, Mario invented these stereotypes in video games. Pac-Man just doesn't feel at home in Arctic Iceberg or Rolling Hills, since that's not exactly where the game's set as precedent.